Wade, it's Vivi. Good evening.
Vivian, good evening. I'm done with work already, but is there something urgent you need to discuss?
Oh, come on, you should know by now that when I'm calling this late, it's definitely not about work.
Then what is it?
How about we go out for dinner now?
Now?
Yes.
Well, I've already gotten home and I've had dinner with my wife and kids.
Oh, you ate with your wife already?
Of course. When work ends, I go home and we have dinner together, chatting and enjoying each other's company. That's not a rare thing to do. It's just part of the daily routine. I don't think there's anything surprising about that.
But, Wade, you'd like to have dinner with me, right?
Huh? Why would I?
Because men like you, around your age, must like young and cute new employees like me, right?
Well, I suppose it depends on the person.
So that means you'd like to have dinner with me, right?
I never said anything like that.
It's okay. You don't have to be shy. I know it's tough having to hide your true feelings and live by social standards because of your wife. But when we're alone, you won't have to think about that. Feel free to just let your instincts take over.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but please refrain from making such bold statements.
Of course. I'll be careful when we're in front of everyone. After all, the company trip is coming up soon, right? Wade, it's the company trip starting today. I can't wait for the hot springs.
Good morning. Vivian?
Call me Vivi.
Could you please stop adding heart emojis when you message me?
Huh? Why? What's the problem?
Because, obviously, we're not in the kind of relationship where that's appropriate.
Oh, wait. Don't tell me. Your wife saw one of my messages?
What?
That's awful. Oh no, I didn't mean to get you in trouble. But then again, if she's already found out, maybe we don't need to hide anything anymore. Maybe it's time we just come clean and show the world how in love we are.
Excuse me, what are you even talking about? We're not in that kind of relationship, and I don't recall anything ever happening between us to suggest otherwise.
Come on, Wade, you don't need to pretend anymore. There's no reason to cover things up now, right?
There's nothing to cover up at all. I don't know what fantasy you're living in, but none of this is real.
Oh, I just had the best idea. We're going to be together on this company trip, right? Let's make it the most romantic getaway ever.
What?
You're such a popular guy, Wade. I think it's time we made it crystal clear to everyone that you're already taken, that you belong to me.
Vivian, seriously, let me say this again so there's no misunderstanding. We are not in any sort of romantic relationship. We never have been, and we never will be.
Oh, Wade, you're just why, aren't you? That's so cute. I love that about you.
Enough already! This trip is a professional event organized to help colleagues bond as a team. It's not some excuse for fantasy roleplay or whatever game you're trying to play. Please stop misinterpreting everything and don't behave in a way that disrupts the team or creates discomfort for others.
Okay, let's deepen our team bonding and our love connection, too.
Wade, do you have a moment? Hey, Cedric, yeah, what's up? You look like you've been having a rough time. I'm really sorry. I know I've caused a bit of a scene. Don't worry about it. Everyone is aware that Vivian's been bothering you one-sidedly. We also know you're a devoted husband. There's no misunderstanding on that front. Nobody thinks anything's going on. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Still, I feel like I haven't been able to handle it properly. No matter what I say to her, she just twists it into something else entirely. I honestly don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, it shows. She's been sticking to you like glue on the bus ride. Then during the sightseeing, it was like she couldn't keep her hands off you. And when someone tried to intervene or even hint at giving you space, she snapped, completely lost it, screaming in front of everyone. I know. At this point, I'm seriously concerned this is going to affect my actual work. It's not just awkward, it's becoming a liability. You're right. Actually, we were just talking about this upstairs with the executive director and the department head. You're not the only one concerned. I'm really sorry for the trouble I've caused. Wade, don't apologize. This isn't your fault. You're the one dealing with the harassment. By the way, are you alone right now? Yes, thankfully. One of the women from our section managed to coax Vivian out of the room with a clever excuse. I've finally got a moment to breathe in peace here. Good, that's what I hoped. Sorry to disturb you during your rare quiet moment, but could you come up to the restaurant on the top floor? The restaurant? Yeah, there are some people here who've asked to speak with you. Wait, people came all the way out here? During the company trip? They're connected to Vivian. What? Yeah, I was surprised myself. But what they had to say could actually be the breakthrough we've been looking for. This might be our chance to finally resolve everything. Are you serious? This could really be it? I think so, but you should hear what they have to say directly. It's important. Right, got it. I'll head up right away.
Wade, good morning! Jeez, I really thought we were going to spend the night together yesterday. I even asked my roommate if she'd switch rooms with the manager, but she was so stubborn and refused to budge. I was so lonely, totally heartbroken, you know. Boo-hoo.
Vivian, it should have been obvious that no one was going to switch rooms. My roommate is another male employee, and this is a company-sponsored trip. You do realize we can't have men and women sharing rooms, company policy, basic decency, all of it.
Oh, right. I guess we'd be fine sharing a room, but the person I tried to switch with would have been in hot water. Oopsie, my bad.
Let me be perfectly clear. I have zero intention of sharing a room with you. Not now, not ever.
But you might just change your mind when you hear what I found out.
I'm afraid to ask. What is it?
So, I asked the tour guide and the trip organizers yesterday, and they said something really interesting. Turns out it's totally okay to split off and do our own thing. Like, personally just leave the group and go off on our own. They said that after that point, it's all self-responsibility and we're not their concern anymore.
And you're telling me this because...
Let's go to the mixed bath together, Wade, just the two of us.
Excuse me?
After today's sightseeing is done, come back to this hotel, okay?
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I've already told the trip organizers that you and I will be ending the company trip early, doing our own little private, local dismissal. So we'll stay here another night, just the two of us. Romantic, right?
Have you completely lost it?
Let's enjoy the rest of this trip together, Wade. Let's show everyone just how madly in love we are.
Unfortunately for you, I've already been assigned to accompany the department head today.
Wait, what?
We'll be doing separate activities. I won't be joining the group tour today, or you.
No way. Are you serious?
I'm afraid I am. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, fine. I guess I have no choice. I'll just have to tolerate being apart from you for a little while. But that's okay. Tonight we'll have the whole night to ourselves again, just the two of us, no interruptions. I'll be waiting. Wade, I'm back at the hotel now. You should be done with your meeting with the department head by now, right?
I'm already on the bus heading back.
Huh? What are you talking about? Tonight was supposed to be our night, remember? You promised we'd finally be together.
I don't recall ever saying anything like that.
Oh, come on, quit joking. You're such a tease sometimes. Now hurry back here, okay? Just come up with some excuse. Say you forgot something, whatever. I even booked a special room with a private open-air hot spring just for us.
What?
Yep, that's right. A private outdoor bath just for this room. Which means you and I can soak together, no interruptions. And if you're feeling tense, I'll scrub your back for you. Sounds nice, doesn't it, Mr. Section Chief?
Wait a minute, weren't you supposed to be staying with your fiancé tonight?
What?
You mentioned him earlier, that you'd be meeting him later tonight after dinner, that you were gonna stay together. Was that a lie?
That was before. But then you started being so sweet to me again today, and I realized I can't lie to myself anymore. It's you I really want to be with, Wade. Can't compare to you, not even close.
Vivian, stop! This is getting out of hand! We are not in a relationship! There is no secret affection between us! You've built up this entire fantasy in your head, and now you're acting on it as if it's real!
It is real. To me, it is. I feel like when I look at you, when you speak to me, when we're near each other, you can't deny that connection.
I absolutely can, because it doesn't exist! You've made it up entirely! And now you're pushing boundaries and putting me and everyone else into deeply uncomfortable situations.
So what, you're just going to pretend none of this means anything, even after everything we've shared?
Vivian, the only thing we've shared is a workplace. That's it! And I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. I suggest you speak with HR when we're back at the office. I've already logged everything.
You're serious?
Dead serious. This ends now.
Wade! Why? There was a knock at the door. I thought it was you, but it was Max. And not just Max, his parents were with him.
Yes, because you're supposed to be staying in that room with your fiancé, Max. Isn't that right?
Wait, what?
I heard you and Max had an argument, and so, what, your way of getting back at him was to cling to me the entire trip?
No, that's not it.
But isn't it? Let's be honest here. You tried to make him jealous, and in the process, you dragged me into something I had nothing to do with.
That's not true. I didn't mean to.
It's not just unprofessional, Vivian. It's reckless. Dragging a married man into your relationship drama? I have a wife. I have children. This isn't a game to me.
You don't understand. That's not what I wanted.
Well, it's what happened. And now Max, your fiancé, thinks I've been sneaking around with you. His parents think that too. You've turned this entire situation into something humiliating for everyone involved.
I didn't mean for it to go this far. Wait, please. I fell for you the moment I joined this company. From the very beginning, I admired you so much I couldn't help it.
You don't need to say any more. Seriously, stop.
But
Vivian, it's over. Whatever fantasy you built in your head, it ends here. You still have a chance to make things right with Max. Go do that, because I'm leaving. I'm getting on the bus and going home with the rest of the team.
Please, wait, just listen.
There's nothing left to say. Go fix your relationship. And for what it's worth, good luck. I hope you're happy.
Wade!
Take care of yourself. Vivian joined the company just 3 months ago. Honestly, it feels like she was here much longer. Not because of productivity or connection, but because every single day was emotionally draining. It was like living in a state of quiet panic. She carried this energy that unsettled the whole office. On the surface, she was polite, cheerful, even sweet. But beneath that, there was always something off. Something in her gaze, her tone, her laugh. It never felt right. At first, I thought I was imagining things. Maybe she was just awkward or overly friendly. But the small, strange behaviors started piling up. She'd casually ask about my kids, how old they were, what school they went to, what our weekend plans were. Not the kind of friendly interest a coworker shows, but something more invasive. She brought in homemade lunches and offered them to me every day, even when I declined. Once I caught her staring at my family photo on my desk for a little too long. That's when I knew this wasn't just me overthinking. The whole situation escalated quickly. She'd show up in the break room when I was there alone, She started bringing me coffee just the way I liked it without ever asking me how I liked it. Notes began appearing on my desk, always unsigned but clearly from her. Sweet on the surface, hope your day is as great as your smile, but deeply uncomfortable when you know the sender doesn't respect the line between professional and personal. Then the incident that changed everything. We were on an employee retreat, something simple at a hotel not far from the city. Just a few days of bonding and relaxation. But on the second day, completely out of nowhere, Vivian's fiancé and both his parents appeared at the hotel lobby. No one expected them. I didn't even know she had a fiancé. The tension in that lobby could be cut with a knife. Her fiancé's mother, I later learned, is a very traditional and extremely strict woman, and she was furious. As it turned out, Vivian had been trying to escape the pressure from her fiancé's family. According to our company president, who's seen more than his share of drama over the years, Vivian had grown tired of the conservative expectations her fiancé's family placed on her. In some twisted logic, she thought jumping ship and latching onto someone else, me, would solve everything. Why she thought a married man with kids would ever be a viable option is something only she knows. The confrontation was intense. Vivian was mortified, her fiancé was betrayed, and me? I was just glad someone else had finally stepped in and brought it all to light. After the incident, Vivian resigned from her position. She didn't even say goodbye. It was a silent exit, but nobody mourned. The atmosphere at work changed immediately. It was like a dark cloud had lifted and people could laugh freely again. We didn't realize just how tense things had become until the tension was gone. But the final twist came days later. I received a message from an unknown number. The name wasn't saved in my phone, but I recognized the style instantly. Let your love warm my heart like a hot spring. I stared at it, not sure if I should laugh, cringe, or just throw my phone across the room. There was no name, no explanation. Just that sentence, like some deranged piece of bad poetry. I showed it to my wife, who raised an eyebrow and said, "Block her." And that's exactly what I did. That was the last I ever heard from Vivian. Apparently, she's now living with her fiancé's family, not by choice from what I've gathered. Word is she's having a rough time adjusting. Strict curfews, constant supervision, no personal phone access. A far cry from the flirty, free-spirited image she tried to project in the office. Maybe it's what she needs, or maybe it's karma catching up. Either way, she's no longer my problem. And for the first time in months, I'm finally at peace. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey there, Michael. I bet you've been waiting by your phone for the day I'd finally text you, am I right? Or am I right? You probably still have my number saved under the one that got away, don't you? Wow, how long has it been even? It must have been like 8 whole years. That's practically a lifetime in the desert of no Ashley. So, how have you been all this time? I bet it was utterly terrible to be apart from your favorite Ashley. Did you even manage to function? Did you eat properly? Tell me everything.
Ashley? Is that really you? It's been so long I almost don't recognize the number. Wow, it's great to hear from you, I guess. Unexpected, definitely. How have you been?
Oh, I can totally understand how great it must be for you to hear from me. It's like sunshine after a very, very long rainstorm. Like, can a fish go 8 years without water? Can a person go 8 years without breathing? That's how you must have felt without my radiant presence in your life.
I was never all that great in biology, so I couldn't really say, but I appreciate the analogy. Anyway, can I help you with something? Like, is there a specific reason you texted me after all this time?
Oh my God, you totally read my mind. There is something incredibly important I wanted to talk to you about. Something that could change our lives. A little birdie, okay, fine, it was Stacy from 10th grade on Facebook, told me you went to the reunion. I almost choked on my organic kale smoothie when I heard. You never used to go to those before. You said they were beneath you. What was so incredibly special about this one that made you show your handsome face? Don't even try to tell me it wasn't special. You showing up, it's practically a scene from a romantic comedy. The universe is clearly trying to tell us something.
Look, it really wasn't a big deal. Some old friends are going, the ones I actually used to hang out with. And I thought it would be nice to catch up, see how everyone's doing. That's all. Nothing cinematic about it.
Catch up? Oh, honey, we have a lot more than just catching up to do. This is fate, Michael. Pure, unadulterated, sparkly fate with little cherubs flying around.
Fate? Ashley, it was a class reunion in the high school gymnasium. People go to those things to eat bad pizza and awkwardly talk about their jobs.
But you went after all this time. You must have been thinking about me. Did you see anyone who, swooned at the mention of my name? Were they devastated by my glorious absence?
No one specifically swooned, Ashley. It was mostly just polite conversation about mortgages and kids.
Oh, they were probably just trying to play it cool. You know how people can be. Oh yeah, Ashley? Haven't thought about her in ages. But I bet they were secretly weeping into their lukewarm punch.
I really didn't get that impression. Everyone seemed reasonably content.
Well, don't worry your handsome little head about their lack of taste. The important thing is you were there and now I'm here. And you know what that means, right? It's practically written in the stars.
Honestly, Ashley, I am genuinely not entirely sure what you think it means. To me, it just means we're texting after 8 years.
It means it's time for us to properly reconnect, like we were always meant to, like two halves of a very stylish whole. So, guess what incredibly romantic thing I was thinking?
What were you thinking, Ashley? This is making me increasingly nervous. My palms are actually sweating a little.
Dinner, this Saturday, and just the two of us, my treat. There's this absolutely divine sushi place I know, super expensive, the kind where celebrities go.
Ashley, I don't know if that's such a great idea. I appreciate the offer, but...
What? Why not? It'll be just like old times, but even better. You're all successful and sophisticated now. Didn't you become the CEO of your own company?
I mean, yeah, but I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It has everything to do with our dinner. You can totally afford the really good stuff. The uni, the toro, the works.
It's not about the money, Ashley. It's just complicated. My Sundays are usually pretty booked.
Complicated how? Is it your incredibly busy schedule of being devastatingly handsome? Don't worry, I'm flexible. We can do Monday or Tuesday. My social calendar is surprisingly open for my soulmate.
No, it's not my social calendar. Ashley, there's something I really need to tell you. It feels like the right time.
Tell me what? That you've been secretly pining for me all these years? Writing poems in my name and staring wistfully out the window? I knew it.
No, Ashley, I'm married. Like, with a wife, a real actual wife.
Married? You're married? You're totally pulling my leg, right? This is some kind of incredibly elaborate, slightly cruel prank your friends put you up to.
No, Ashley, I am really, truly not joking. I've been married for a few years now. Her name is... and she's wonderful.
Married to who? I don't even recognize that name. Where did you even find a wife in the desolate wasteland of a post-Ashley world? This has to be a clerical error.
It's not a clerical error, Ashley. It's the reality of my life.
Well, that's certainly a development. But you know what? That doesn't actually change the fundamental connection we have, does it? What we had was special, like written in the stars.
Ashley, it changes everything. I'm happy in my marriage. I'm not looking to revisit the past like that. My commitment is to my wife.
Oh, you still playing hard to get. It's almost endearing. But seriously, Sunday, don't even think about standing me up. This is our moment.
Ashley, I am not going to dinner with you on Sunday. I am married, and I respect my wife and my marriage. Please understand that this isn't going to happen.
Michael, guess who's practically vibrating with excitement? Me. This sushi dinner is going to be so unbelievably romantic. I can already taste the deliciousness and the sparks flying between us. Oh my gosh, you're going to be so surprised when you get here. I took a little initiative. Consider it a pre-celebration of our inevitable future. So remember how I mentioned my amazing parents? Well, they were just so thrilled about our reconnection that they wanted to come along and give you their official blessing. Consider this your pre-marriage meet and greet. They're waiting patiently and are just dying to meet you. Daddy even brought his best sake. He said it's for a proper toast to our future happiness. Isn't that just the sweetest thing ever? You know, I've been doing a little daydreaming about our life together. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. Think gorgeous vacations, amazing parties, and me finally getting to be the wealthy wife I was always meant to be. You've certainly made that dream a very real possibility, my love. Just pulled up to the restaurant. It's even more swanky than I remembered. Perfect for our special night. I snagged us a fantastic table right by the window. The view is almost as breathtaking as you are going to look tonight. We're all here and waiting for you, darling. Don't keep us in suspense too long. The anticipation is killing me. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Michael, oh my gosh, this restaurant is even more amazing in person. The ambience is totally romantic. You are going to love it. The little water features are so zen, and the lighting is just perfect for reconnecting. They even have private rooms. Oh, just imagine the possibilities. Seriously, when are you going to get here? The sushi chef is doing incredible things, like this dragon roll with real gold flakes. You're missing out on culinary magic. Plus, they have this amazing tuna that's flown in fresh daily, and the sake list is pages long. Michael, you there? It's been a little while. Almost 2 hours now. Is everything okay? Just wondering when you'll be arriving. My parents are getting a little antsy to meet you. They're asking all sorts of questions about your company.
What the? I set my phone down for 1 freaking hour and this is what happens? I come back to hundreds of notifications from the one person I don't want to hear from?
Michael, you finally texted back. Yay! I was starting to think you got lost or something. So glad you're here, virtually. You wouldn't believe how much they're fawning over my stories about you. They think you're this incredibly successful and incredibly generous man. Just wanted to say dinner was absolutely divine. The uni was like a taste of the ocean. The toro just melted in my mouth. Plus, they have this incredible sake pairing menu. The sommelier even gave us a special recommendation, and we tried this amazing sea urchin roe. You really missed out on a truly special experience. Okay, so a little situation has come up. The bill just arrived, and it's $3,000. Seems like we got a little carried away with the ordering. The otoro was particularly irresistible. And then my uncle ordered this whole platter of sashimi, so when you get here, you can just take care of that, right? After all, you always were so generous.
$3,000? Ashley, are you completely out of your mind? I told you repeatedly I wasn't coming to any dinner. And I'm married. Why on earth would I pay for your ridiculously expensive meal with your entire extended family? Apparently including a very hungry uncle.
Oh, stop pretending to be all surprised and innocent. We both know you wanted to see me, and now you are, in spirit. Just be true to your feelings, Michael. This is our moment. Think of it as an investment in our future happiness. You know you want to, deep down.
Ashley, there is no our future happiness. There never was even much past happiness for us. Leave me alone! I haven't even lived in that state for about 4 years now. I moved across the country for my job. Get a serious grip on reality.
What? 4 years? You moved 4 years ago and didn't even tell me? You're really not coming? Oh my God. My parents are going to kill me. They were so excited. And my uncle is threatening to leave without paying.
Yes, Ashley, 4 years. I told you all of this before. This entire ridiculous situation with you and your extended family at a fancy restaurant, expecting me to show up and foot a $3,000 bill? It's all on you. You need to face the music and take responsibility for your actions.
But the bill, what are we supposed to do about the $3,000? That's like a month's rent for some people. We even ordered some of that fancy Wagyu beef, and my uncle had like 10 beers.
You and your entire freeloading party can figure out how to pay it yourselves. Why would I be responsible for your extravagant choices and your uncle's beer tab when I wasn't even there and explicitly said I wouldn't be?
But no one brought their wallets. We were all so caught up in the excitement of our reunion. We all just assumed you were treating since you're doing so incredibly well right now. It's a bit embarrassing, to be honest. My uncle is saying he thought this was some kind of business dinner.
You have got to be kidding me. You brought your entire freeloading crew, including your uncle and his beer habit, to a $3,000 sushi and Wagyu beef dinner, expecting me to pay, even though I explicitly told you I wasn't coming, that I'm married, and that I haven't even lived in that state for 4 years? This is beyond delusional. Take responsibility for your catastrophic and frankly entitled decisions, Ashley. I am absolutely done with this conversation. Good luck.
Michael, please. This is a total catastrophe. My parents are apoplectic. My uncle is trying to wash dishes to pay for his beer. Can you please help us out just this once? We can pay you back later, I swear, on everything. We can even offer you a lifetime supply of my aunt's questionable knitting. Michael, are you there? Michael, you up? Last night was like totally insane. My parents are still freaking out, and it's all because you bailed. Hope you feel just awful. Anyway, about that seriously messed up bill, $3,000. Seriously? If you'd just shown up like you were supposed to, none of this would be happening. Just saying.
Ashley, are you for real right now? Totally insane? The only thing insane was you thinking I was going to show up. And don't even try to stick me with that bill.
Well, it's not all my fault. You're the one who texted me after all this time. You got my hopes up. And now we're totally broke. It is so unfair. Why are you doing this to me?
I said hi after 8 years, and I flat out told you I was married and wouldn't be meeting you for dinner. How much clearer do I need to be? This is on you, lady. You pay for your fancy sushi.
But we're gonna be in so much trouble. My parents are gonna kill me. My uncle's threatening to pawn his watch. You gotta help us, Michael, please.
Help you? After you completely ignored everything I said and created this whole train wreck? No way! You need to deal with the consequences of your own crazy actions, not my problem.
But you're like loaded now. You got all that CEO money. Can't you just be a decent human being and spot us this once? We'll totally pay you back, promise. Maybe, like, in installments? Please, Michael, we're desperate.
Loaded? You blew $3,000 on sushi based on a fantasy. My CEO money isn't for bailing out your delusions. Figure it out yourself.
You can be such a jerk sometimes, you know that? After everything we used to be, you're just gonna leave us hanging? I thought you were a better guy than this.
Everything we used to be mostly involved me paying for your bottomless pit of a stomach. I remember you eating half my pizza without asking and then acting shocked when I didn't have enough for another slice. This is vintage Ashley.
That was ages ago. People change. I'm way more considerate now. Besides, this was a total emergency. We're talking serious cash here. Can't you just cut us a break for old time's sake?
For old time's sake, I remember old times as me constantly being broke because you ate like there was no tomorrow and never chipped in. Nope, not cutting you a break. This is on you.
You're really gonna let us twist in the wind like this? My parents are yelling their heads off. My uncle's blaming me for losing his shirt at poker. This is all your fault for not being clearer that you were a total you-know-what.
Not being clearer? I told you I was married and wasn't coming. What more do you want? Skywriting? The only you-know-what here is the one who ran up a $3,000 bill based on a complete lie.
But the class reunion, you said there was someone you wanted to see. It had to be me. Fate brought us together again. Why are you being such a meanie and denying it?
The someone I wanted to see were actual friends from high school, people I have history with, not a former girlfriend who's living in La La Land, and I only went because I was briefly back in town at the time.
Yeah, and you didn't even bother to tell me you moved away. See, you were being all shady.
I had no obligation to tell you. You're nobody to me. What am I supposed to do? Send out a group text to every single person I've ever met whenever anything important happens in my life? And none of this is relevant to the fact that I'm married and have zero interest in a repeat performance of our romance.
So, you went to the reunion, and you didn't even care about seeing me after all the history we share? I don't believe you.
Our history mostly involves me buying you enough food to feed a small army. And no, the reunion wasn't about you.
But Stacy totally said you were looking around all wistful. It had to be me. She even hinted that you were still carrying a torch.
Stacy is either clueless or messing with you, and here's a news flash. You weren't even invited to the reunion. Apparently your past behavior at these things was memorable for all the wrong reasons.
Not invited? That's a total lie. Everyone gets invited. You're just saying that to be a jerk.
Nope, it's the truth. Your little incident at a previous reunion with an industrial-sized amount of food and a rather epic mess got you blacklisted.
That was one little thing. You guys never let me live it down. It is so unfair. Ugh!
One little thing that got our class banned from the venue? Yeah, real minor.
So, you went to the reunion and you didn't want to see me? And I wasn't even invited? My life is so unfair. Everyone's always so mean to me.
Your life is a direct result of your own choices and your refusal to face reality. Now, about that $3,000 tab that you and your uninvited guests ran up.
Yeah, that. What am I gonna do? We have no cash. This is a total nightmare. You're the only one who can help me. My life is over.
You're a grown woman, figure it out! And for the last freaking time, leave me alone! My life is over here with my wife, a million miles away from your self-inflicted drama.
Michael, please. Just a tiny bit of help. My parents are gonna kick me to the curb. I'll do anything.
You're free to do anything you want. I'm not lifting a finger for you. I'm blocking your number now. Goodbye.
Michael, no, you can't do that to me. Please, can't you just give me a little bit of money? I'll settle for $2,000. Okay, $1,500. Final offer. Michael?
Well, that was one adventure I definitely didn't ask for. Turns out Ashley's family were infamous for showing up uninvited and cleaning out everyone's dinner. So, when word got around about their $3,000 sushi stunt, the neighbors finally snapped. They started showing up at Ashley's place, demanding payback for years of free meals. The heat got so intense the family had to bail, moving into some tiny, cheap apartment. And get this, Ashley's dad got caught red-handed at work swiping some poor guy's lunch. They checked security camera footage in the employee break room and found he'd been doing it for years, so he got canned. Last I heard, the whole uninvited extended dinner crew was teetering on the edge of homelessness. Talk about a spectacular implosion.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Joy, you're slacking off on your duties as a wife again, aren't you? Answer me. Joy, I'm talking to you. I'm sorry, Alana. I'm still at work right now. I've only stepped away for a moment to message you. I'll get back to you once I finish my shift, all right? Oh, what nonsense. You acting all professional? That's hilarious. You're nothing but a middle school dropout working some low-end job. Do you really think you can fool anyone with this busy working woman act? It's so ridiculous that I can't help but cringe. Honestly, it's embarrassing even for me. You do know what my job actually is, right? Of course I do. You're a part-timer at that tiny pastry shop near the station, aren't you? Whenever I pass by, I can see you groveling and bowing to the customers. It's pathetic, really. You're like a doormat, all smiles and servitude. What a sight. You're always like this. Honestly, seeing you like that just makes me so grateful for my life. My family, in case you've forgotten, runs a company. We're not just some run-of-the-mill people. We're a family of CEOs, a real elite household. And of course, my husband fits right in. He's highly educated, extremely successful, and makes more money in a month than you probably do in a year. That's why I graciously married him, because he's worthy of our family's prestige. You, on the other hand, you should be honored we even let you in. I'm sorry, Alana, I have to go. A customer just walked in. I'll speak with you later. Hey, wait a minute. You're seriously ignoring me right now? How dare you? I haven't even told you what I want yet. Listen carefully. On your way home, pick up 2 things of bread, a large bottle of vinegar, soy sauce, and a bulk bag of onions. Got it? I was just about to tell you that before you rudely cut me off. You should be grateful, you know. Our family, this elite, successful family, was kind enough to take in a pathetic, fatherless girl from a single-mother household like you. You should be bending over backward to show your gratitude. You're practically living your dream by being a part of our family, so don't forget your place. As your superior, your sister-in-law, what I say is law, you hear me? You should act more like a maid. You're certainly dressed for the part. At the very least, make yourself useful for once. But since I'm feeling oh so generous today, I'll cut you some slack. I'll allow you to pick up the groceries on your way home from your little part-time gig. So be a good girl and make sure you buy everything I listed. Got it? I expect no excuses. Hey, Joy, can you give me a ride to the station? Right now? Yeah, I left my car at Cambridge Station last night after drinking at a group date. I need to go pick it up. Wait, a group date? Oh, don't get all worked up. I was out for a drive and got a sudden invitation. I had no choice but to leave my car there. Alana, you're a married woman. What were you doing at a group date? Oh, please, it was just to fill out the numbers. I told everyone there that I was married. It was perfectly innocent. No big deal. There's nothing scandalous about it. Oh, by the way, I want you to go pick up my car later. Wait, you want me to go get your car? Of course, you're the one with the driver's license, right? I mean, it's not like you have any other qualifications. You didn't even finish high school. I'm sure your precious little license is the only thing remotely useful about you. So you should at least put it to good use for once. Excuse me? You keep harping on the fact that I didn't finish high school, but what exactly is so wrong with that? It makes you the scum of society, obviously. You sure had that answer ready fast. Of course I did. It's called basic common sense. Your question was so stupid, it didn't even need thinking. Now quit stalling and just go get my car already. Actually, that's not possible. Huh? What do you mean it's not possible? Well, I'm currently in Michigan. Michigan? What the hell are you doing in Michigan? I'm on a business trip. Pfft, a business trip, you? You honestly expect me to believe that? You, a part-timer at some dingy pastry shop, going on a business trip? Your lies are so obvious, it's embarrassing. God, you're pathetic. It's not a lie. We're opening a new store here, and I came to scout the location. Oh, come on. Sure you did. You're so bad at lying, it's painful. A lowly part-timer like you being sent on an important business trip? There's no way. Even I know enough to call bullshit on that. Actually, I'm not a part-timer. Oh, really? Let me guess. You're a part-time employee then. Big difference. It's all the same in the end. No matter what fancy title you give yourself, you're still a bottom feeder. Face it. You're just a pathetic dropout with a dead-end job trying to act like you're something special. Honestly, it's pitiful. Your sad little act is fooling no one. I don't care what you call yourself. Just get your ass back here and pick me up already. It's freezing this morning, you know. The cold air is making my fingers all stiff while I type this message. You seriously expect me to stand out here waiting? Come on. Actually, since you're not working today, why don't you just ask your brother Dave to drive you instead? He's home, isn't he? I'll let him know you need a ride. Wait, what? I mean, you're not drinking this morning, right? So he should be perfectly capable of driving you. I'm sure he'd be more than willing to help out his dear sister. Hold on, you're telling me to ask Dave, my brother, your husband, to be my chauffeur? Are you serious? Is that a problem? You've got to be kidding me. You want my elite, CEO level, high society brother to play driver for some washed up dropout like you? What is wrong with you? You have no shame. Do you honestly think you're in any position to tell my brother what to do? Oh, is that really how you feel? Well, Alana, has Dave not mentioned anything to you? Mentioned what? About me, my background, my work. I'm pretty sure it was brought up the first time I met your family. Oh, yeah. Of course I know all about you. You're the poor, pathetic daughter of a single mother. Some dropout who couldn't even afford to finish high school. You ended up working at some random pastry shop just to scrape by. Trust me, I remember your sob story perfectly. Don't think I'm going to fall for any of your grandiose lies now. You're not entirely wrong, I suppose. But maybe you should pay a little more attention to details next time. When Dave introduced me, he told you more than that, didn't he? Oh, whatever. Stop being so nitpicky. The details don't matter. You're still just a dropout loser at the end of the day. God, the way you obsess over irrelevant things is so typical of people like you. Clinging to useless little facts, thinking it makes you sound smarter. Honestly, it's pathetic. I see. So you weren't listening at all. I should have known. Why would I? It's not like anything about you is remotely interesting. I tuned out the moment you started talking. I see. Well, since clearly you don't care, there's no point in explaining it again. It'd be a waste of breath. Exactly. Find something we agree on. You're finally catching on. So be a good little bottom feeder and come pick me up already. I'm done waiting. I'm afraid that's not going to happen. As I said, I'm actually in Michigan. If you don't want to ask Dave to drive you, I guess you'll just have to figure something out yourself. Wait, Joy? I'm sorry, Alana, but I need to check out of my hotel soon. I have no more time to waste on this. Goodbye. Hey, Joy, you really are a piece of work, aren't you? I should have known. It makes sense considering you're just a middle school dropout. Pathetic. A low-class, poor woman like you is bound to be this trashy. Alana? What are you talking about? You were cheating, weren't you? What? You said you were in Michigan. But I know you were at a cafe in Ohio with some man. Oh. Wait, do you mean this afternoon? Oh, you're admitting it so easily. I'm almost impressed by your nerve. I'm just confirming the details, that's all. That's as good as a confession. So, what was he? Some rich guy, I bet? Oh, I get it. You're aiming for someone with money. How much did you squeeze out of him, huh? I bet you've been having a dirty little affair all along, cashing in on him behind my brother's back. You really are a lowlife, Joy. Utterly shameless. Actually, the man I was with is the manager of that cafe. What? I was in Michigan until this morning. I took an early flight to Ohio and went straight to that cafe. I was meeting with the manager to discuss a new menu exclusive to our Ohio store that we're planning to introduce soon. What are you even talking about? A mere part-timer like you negotiating with a manager? You expect me to believe that nonsense? You've been spouting nothing but obvious lies lately. It's honestly getting pathetic. Alana, I think it's about time you let go of this ridiculous idea that I'm some poor, uneducated nobody just because I grew up in a single-parent household. Oh, please, I'm only stating the facts. You're a dropout, raised by a single mother, dirt poor. There's no shame in calling it what it is. But you're trying to use these made-up work meetings to cover up your infidelity. It won't work. I'm going to report all of this to Dave. Oh, I can't wait. Finally, we'll be rid of you. No more connection to some lowly, classless woman with no background and no future. You know, the fact that you immediately jumped to such a crude conclusion simply because you saw me with a man actually speaks volumes about your character. Honestly, Alana, it's vulgar. You're vulgar. What? Oh, you've got some nerve talking back to me like that. Is that defiance I'm hearing? What, are you feeling bold now that you've been caught? Let me remind you of something. A cheap, tasteless woman like you has no place in a family as prestigious as ours. You probably only married Dave for his money in the first place. But guess what? After I tell him about this, you'll be facing a hefty alimony claim. And with your pathetic little paycheck, you'll be drowning in debt for the rest of your life. I see this is getting out of hand. I suppose I have no choice but to set the record straight before your delusions cause unnecessary trouble. I'll explain my background again, clearly this time. Oh, spare me. I don't care about your sob story. Let me sum it up for you. Single mom, dropout, poor. There, all explained in 3 words. Actually, my annual income is $300,000. What? I was planning on finishing high school, you know. But my father, who was supposed to take over my grandfather's pastry shop, passed away when I was in 8th grade. My grandfather was already elderly, and with no one else to continue the business, I had to make a decision. So after graduating from middle school, I began apprenticing under my grandfather full-time as a pâtissier. I wanted to master the craft as quickly as possible and preserve the flavors that had been in my family for generations. 3 years ago, I officially took over the business. Wait, what? By the time I inherited it, my grandfather had already expanded the business into a chain with multiple stores and cafes across the major cities in Honshu. Recently, we launched a project to open our first store in Michigan, specifically in Detroit. That's why I was in Michigan. I was overseeing the launch. Oh, and we've also partnered with a major confectionery brand on a collaboration project. Thanks to my incredible staff and my mother's support on the management side, the business is thriving. We're doing quite well, financially and otherwise. No way. You're lying. You? You're saying that some dropout from a single-parent home is actually... No, that's impossible. Actually, stories like mine are pretty common if you care to look around. You might want to reconsider your shallow assumptions about people with different backgrounds. Shut up! Shut up! Don't act all high and mighty! You're still nothing but a working-class peasant. You're beneath me. Funny, coming from someone who's never worked a day in her life. No matter what you say, you're still a dropout. That's a fact. About that, I'm actually enrolled in an online high school program. I'll be graduating next year, which will make me a high school graduate. What? You're just trying to change the subject. You're desperate. Trying to distract me from your cheating with all this nonsense. It's not going to work. It won't work. Is that so? Well, in that case, let me ask you something, Alana. What exactly are you doing in Ohio? What? Oh, I'm just traveling. A little vacation, that's all. Oh, really? And who, might I ask, are you traveling with? Well, a college friend. Yeah, just a girl from university. Funny. That person you were with didn't really look like a woman. What do you mean? Oh, you know, just this. What? You saw me? You're following me? No, not exactly. But just as you happened to see me at the cafe, I happened to see you with this man. Oh, and I took more than just this one photo. There are plenty of intimate ones. You know, the kind couples take. The kind that leave no room for doubt. No, you didn't. I was so shocked by what I saw that I instinctively took photos. And yes, it definitely looks like cheating to me. Please delete them right now. Oh, no point in that. What? Why? Because I've already sent them to Dave. No. Oh, and by the way, this man? Turns out he's one of Dave's subordinates. Small world, huh? You know, I once heard that people who cheat are often the first to suspect their partners of doing the same. I guess that was true after all. Wait, Joy, please, let's talk about this. I'd love to, but my flight's about to board. Goodbye, Alana. The woman I saw that day in Ohio was apparently on what could only be described as a cheating vacation. It seemed she had planned it as a quick getaway, but little did I know, it would be the beginning of a complete unraveling of her life. As a result of her actions, my sister-in-law ended up being at fault, and the marriage quickly ended in divorce. On top of that, she was hit with a request for alimony. Not only that, but the man she had been seeing was also married, and his wife, understandably, demanded alimony as well. When everything was settled, the total amount of money she was ordered to pay came to a staggering $60,000. Now my sister-in-law, who always had this air of superiority and liked to boast about coming from a celebrity family, was completely convinced that her parents would cover the entire alimony sum. She was confident, even smug, walking around with a sense of entitlement, as if money would simply fall into her lap. She believed that with her family's status, she could get out of anything without facing any real consequences. But, as we all know, reality doesn't work that way. Instead of the expected handout from her parents, she was told in no uncertain terms, "You will pay the full amount yourself and reflect on your actions." There was no comfort, no bailout, no easy way out of this. She had to face the music, and it was a hard pill to swallow. This only seemed to drive her into more of a tantrum in what could only be described as childish arrogance. She stormed around and demanded, "How dare someone like me with just a middle school education have to pay such a huge amount? Give me all your money." She went so far as to stand outside my house, glaring and ranting, crossing her arms and essentially challenging the world. She acted as though she was some kind of victim when, in reality, she had brought all of this on herself. It was almost laughable. I couldn't help but think, who does she think she is, standing there like some sort of thief, demanding money from everyone else, expecting people to just hand things over without consequence? It was almost as though she thought that because of her family's wealth, the world owed her something, and that the rules didn't apply to her. Naturally, I couldn't stand by and watch as she played the victim. I called her parents and reported what had happened. To their credit, they didn't hesitate. They acted fast, taking immediate steps to deal with the situation. Within a short time, they arranged for her to be sent off to one of their overseas factories. The next thing I knew, I was hearing that she had been sent away, far from the drama she had caused. From what I heard, the work at the factory wasn't exactly glamorous. It seemed like a pretty harsh reality check for someone who had spent her life riding on the coattails of her family's success. It wasn't just about sending her away, it was about forcing her to take responsibility for her own actions and make a living on her own, without relying on her family's money or connections. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, wait, so funny. What's this house?
Good evening, Samantha. I think our work hours are over already.
Can't I text you outside of your work hours?
Why are you texting me all these LOL messages all of a sudden?
You know what? I didn't know that you lived in such a worn-out house, Ivan. I coincidentally passed by your house just now, so I took a look out of curiosity. But I was so surprised.
You knew where I lived?
I saw you walking the other day, and I kind of followed you.
Okay.
I always thought you were on the poor side, but I didn't know you were this poor. I think you can make a living if you don't spend too extravagantly, considering our salary. Don't tell me you're in debt.
You think my house is that worn out?
Yep, your house is so worn out. It's pretty clear at first glance. It's my first time to actually see such a worn-out house with my own eyes.
I don't think it's that worn out.
I guess your senses are just adjusted to your poorness.
You think so?
You usually wear suits to work, but I heard you wore all those cheap brands that scream cheapness on your days off, right? You're definitely poor.
I wear those brands like Uniqlo because it's comfortable to wear. First of all, I don't understand luxury brands.
See, that's what I'm talking about. If you don't know luxury brands, you're definitely poor. Compared to that, I'm the CEO's daughter. I'm rich because my dad is a CEO.
Okay, so what?
These values are only learned through the environment you grew up in. It means a poor guy like you can never be a part of our world. You should be thankful that you're allowed to breathe the same air as me when you're so poor and from the lowest part of the social hierarchy. I hope you can work harder for me from now on at work.
Okay, I don't understand what point you want to make, but I'm meeting someone now, so I'll go offline now.
What? Hey, don't you dare try to end our conversation. Gosh, this is why I don't want to handle poor people. Hey! Hey!
Oh, Samantha, I haven't seen you anywhere. Are you at the smoking room again?
It's none of your business.
Boss was looking for you.
That's not important. Is it true that you made Company A sign a contract with us?
Huh? Oh, yes.
Everyone said that the guy in charge of marketing was too stubborn to persuade.
I didn't give up, and then finally he agreed to listen. At last, he signed a contract with us.
Then now I can be in charge of him.
What?
Come on, hand over the contract details.
Wait, what are you saying? This is a contract I got with my own effort. It doesn't make sense if I hand it over to you when there's no apparent reason.
Listen, a poor guy like you shouldn't dare to talk to me like that.
I don't think my financial status and my job are related in any way.
Oh, my dad is friends with the CEO of our company. In more detail, he's the CEO of our client's company.
Okay, so what's your point?
Huh? You don't understand? As expected from a poor guy. All right, listen carefully. I have the power that a poor guy like you can never get. So, if you refuse to follow my orders, it's easy for me to get you fired.
Okay, I see, but you can't change the person in charge.
What?
I'm very honored that Company A agreed to sign a contract because the person in charge liked my personality. If we changed the person in charge right now, I'm certain that they would feel disappointed.
Oh, there's nothing for you to worry about.
Why?
Because it's me. The CEO's daughter, who is rich and elegant, is going to be in charge. If our client is stubborn and conservative, I'm sure that he is more interested in the elegant CEO's daughter than an impoverished guy.
Elegant?
There's no guy in this world who would complain about me who is full of feminine charms.
Excuse me.
So there is absolutely no problem.
Our client is a woman?
What?
The first person who I had to talk to was a male department head, but they got us a separate employee when we were arranging to sign the contract, and that person was a female.
Huh?
Our conversation went longer than I expected, but I think you'll be in real trouble if you don't come back soon.
Why?
Today, there's a meeting for the collaboration project between our company and your father's company, where your father would also be present.
Oh, you're right.
You should come back very soon.
You know what? Your house is so worn out. It's so worn out that I can't help but wonder if people can actually live there.
Hello, you're even messaging me on our days off.
Are you sure you're living here?
Do you happen to be in front of the wooden one-story house that's located one street behind the main street?
Yep, that's where I am.
Oh, I knew you were there.
It's so worn out. Are you sure it's not leaking or anything? It's better to live in a doghouse at this level.
Yes, that's my doghouse.
Huh? What? Doghouse? This?
We have 3 big dogs at home, and that wooden one-story house is for them.
Huh?
To make it easier for us to leave when we go on a walk, we made another entrance facing the street where you're at. But because I want to meet my dogs as soon as possible, I would go into my house from that door. Well, it's true that the doghouse is old, so we are planning to rebuild it soon.
Then where's your house?
Walk along the fence facing east and turn right at the first corner you see. Soon, you'll see the main entrance of my house.
Wait a minute, how dare you lie, you poor guy?
What?
This huge place is the CEO's house of B Corp, our parent company.
Oh, you knew?
The CEO's last name is Buffet, but your last name is Jones.
Jones is my last name on my mother's side.
Huh? Wait, why? You used a fake name when you got into this company?
No wonder you're getting confused. I think it's about time to tell you, so I'll reveal it.
Huh? What?
I'm the second son of the current CEO of B Corp.
Huh? Second son?
The current CEO has 3 sons, including me, but because I'll be granted an executive position in the future, he wanted me to train at one of his related companies. Since there's a possibility of people finding out who I really was if I used my real last name, at work I use my mother's old last name, Jones.
Is that so?
The only people who knew about this was the CEO and some of the executive members of this company, but my big brother, the first son, will be the new CEO next year. So I'm planning to reveal my real identity at the morning assembly next week.
Wait a minute, then why did you always wear those fast fashion brands?
I've been telling you that it's just my preference. I like spending my time outdoors, so I value efficiency and prefer wearing cheap but good stuff. If I choose to wear luxury brands on a regular basis, I can't move around a lot, too worried about ruining it.
I see. Oh, now I get it. I always thought you were a bit different from other employees, Ivan Jones. I guess I was right.
What?
Hey, how about we start dating?
Excuse me?
Being a part of the B Corp family, I think you'd have to marry someone who's elegant and has a good family background. I'm a perfect option in that case. What?
You changed so much really fast, and I'm very disgusted.
Huh?
Oh, by the way, it looks like you didn't know, but I'm already married.
What?
My wife is a wonderful woman who is like the definition of elegance and grace. There's nothing you have to worry about.
Then, how about your brothers?
Impossible.
Oh, give it some time for consideration.
You don't do your job at all. You've gotten your last warning from the company, right?
What?
You panicked and you planned to steal my huge contract, but you failed. So you're hoping to marry into a rich family if you're getting fired. You're so easy to read, I can't help but recognize your intentions.
Acting so bossy, huh? Oh, no, I was just...
I'm going offline now. After this, she started ringing the doorbell endlessly, but as soon as I told her that I can see her through the CCTV and that I'll call the police on her, she quickly went home. Looks like she had been doing whatever she wanted to do towards other employees as well, and in the end, she ended up getting fired as a punishment. This angered her father, who helped her get in the company using connections. He even came to the company to apologize and started to investigate, asking all the employees. He was at a loss for words as all her actions were revealed one by one, and to fix her personality, he threw her into a temple for training in the countryside. How did she grow up to become like that when her father is so great? I might sound rude, but I felt sympathetic for him having a poor and lonely heart.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.